Bill, we've got a couple of the best tight ends
Hello,
in the game
and welcome back
on
to
the sideline today,
another
and they
player
could be the
draft
difference makers.
analysis, whatever you want to call the video. I don't even know what they're called anymore. I just kind of throw some words in there. Either way, today I will be doing Hunter Henry, tight end, Arkansas.
They're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defense.
Hunter Henry, 6'5", 250 pounds, tight end, Arkansas. Okay, so he didn't do anything at the combine. He did very little. So his 40-yard dash and his bench press are both from his pro day. Before anyone goes and looks him up and says, he didn't have... Well, okay, he has 21 reps of 225 at his pro day. And I think at the combine he only had like 15, so...
Back in 1967.
So, yeah, 21 bench press reps at the 225 and a 4.6840 at his pro day or workout or whatever he did. I'm not sure.
First down here after the completion.
Accolades: he was an All-American in 2015, and he also was the John Mackey Award winner, meaning he was the nation's top tight end.
My gosh, the wide receivers now, it's
Career
incredible.
stats: he had 116 catches for 1,660 yards, but only had 9 receiving touchdowns. And before I get into my pros and cons, go over quick. I think Hunter Henry is the best tight end in this draft by a long shot. I'm only doing 3 tight ends. I don't really care much about the other guys. I may be doing Nick Vanett because he caught my eye as a late round prospect for Pittsburgh because they need a tight end still. I still think they're going to draft one because Matt Space is getting old. I'll get to that when I do Nick Vanett. And Ben Brownacker, or Ben Brenderacker, whatever his name is, the guy from Harvard. Just because you don't see a lot of Harvard guys who will actually have a good chance of getting drafted. So, Hunter Henry, I like him a lot. He's hyper athletic. He's a solid blocker. I say hyper athletic, meaning for a tight end. He's athletic.
Defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd and 3.
And he was definitely the best tight end this year. Probably gonna end up being overall the best tight end for this draft class. If I had to compare him to someone, I don't know, maybe Jason Witten, like a young Jason Witten at this point. Come on, hit me.
Rodgers brought down
I just don't want to use Aaron
picking up
Rodgers,
6
but I
on
want to
this
have a
play.
reason not to
That
use
last
him.
play almost got him in here, and when you look at this,
So,
what they do, well, you just want to punch
I don't know.
it in.
Hunter Henry, definitely the best receiver in this year's
You
draft.
could do a play action fake, probably get
I like him a lot.
open, or have a running
I think
back that's
he's
just
probably one of the best. He's probably one of the best tight ends to come out, and probably since Gronkowski, maybe. I think he's probably the best tight end since Gronkowski was in this draft. That's how good I think he is. That's how highly I think of him. So, I guess I'll get to my pros and cons here. Unfortunate. Idiot doesn't get for walking out of the end zone.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive
All right,
side. That time
pros.
the defense did.
I think he's a solid run
Going
blocker.
in to score, they come up with the big play. And
I
they
think
get
that
the
he
interception
is a
inside
good
their
blocker,
own 20-yard line.
and he blocks pretty well. Again, he's not perfect for a tight end. You don't really want. I don't think you really need a perfect blocker. You just got a guy who could set the edge.
Well, that short
So your
game's
running
gonna
backs
come
have
in
a
handy
chance.
for the offense, even if they don't get a first down.
But
Those couple yards
overall,
make
I
a
think
punting
he's a
situation
pretty good,
easier for
you
them.
know, tight end, especially in run block.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
But
Second
overall,
down and 8.
pretty good.
Unbelievable grab.
That was unfortunate.
At the
I'm a
37.
little salty. He has good hands. He's a really good receiving tight end. He's also a solid blocker.
Like a dancer, gets himself in very good position to throw
He
the
makes
football.
catches
That
that
long gain sets them up here
you
on
know,
this play.
most tight ends wouldn't. I guess, especially if his kind of build. I'd say he kind of has the build like weight-wise, when you think of him as a receiver,
He gets to the receiver
250, I guess, isn't much, but he's also a very good blocker. And you don't expect it from him because he's a really good blocker.
When Green Bay beat the Raiders in Super Bowl
So
for the
I don't think you really expect
consecutive
good
year,
hands from
Bart
guys who
Starr
block
was
well.
the MVP of the game.
There's a very few of them who
Jim,
can
it's the
do it,
second
and
MVP,
he's
and
one
you
of them,
think
and
it this way.
Gronkowski's one
Bart
who's a
Starr
very good
called his
blocker
own plays
and a
all
very
year
good
long
receiver.
and every play in that Super Bowl,
So,
and he did an outstanding job.
again,
The Raiders
the solid
snap it up
hand,
at the 26.
pretty solid receiver.
And Cooper is able to get hold of it. And now we reach the
He's quick for his
2-minute warning
size.
here in the second quarter.
He
All set
ran
to punt here.
a 4.68, I said. That's pretty good for a guy who's 6'5", 250, and who plays a tight end. I usually see tight ends around the 4.8, 4.7s.
Cobb from
So
the
he's
18.
right around that. Oh, I have to shut up because if I swear to God, no. Oh my God, I was so close.
At the
That would have been the first time I ever got a punt return.
The
So I
Packers
got
were
super
moving the
focused.
football the last time they had it, only to
Damn.
give the football away on the
Damn,
Let's see how they
damn,
do it this
damn.
Yeah, that's a tough situation for
But
the offense.
I think he's pretty quick for being, 6'5",
And then the turnover just changes everything. So you got
Khalil Mack
250. I think he's quick for that side.
Got to give the defense
I think
a lot of
he's,
credit here. You want to stop the
He has
offense
decent
from scoring
speed
here
after
with
the
2
catch,
minutes to go in the
into
first
his
half.
routes.
Good pressure on the quarterback.
And overall, I think he's just a
Behind
really
the line
solid
of scrimmage.
tight end.
Loss of 5 on the play. Makes the catch, but
Unfortunate.
didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
That was excellent
And
man-to-man
my last
coverage.
one, he plays strong.
Shut down a receiver.
Meaning he's aggressive, he's
The
going to
only way
fight
to
for
do
the
it
ball in
is
the
to
air,
man up play
and he's
a
going to
good
make
play.
those tough catches when you
The
need him
Packers will
to.
take the snap from the 45. Rodgers going to take off with it.
Unfortunate.
And he's going to be sacked.
So,
So
again, he's
just
aggressive, he's going to make the play in the air on
for
the
the
ball.
offense.
He's going to try and come down with it. He's going to, throw a block. He plays aggressive. He plays strong. He's going to throw a tough block when you need him to.
a
He's
punt
going to,
just like it was drawn
he's
up,
going to fight for
and
the
now
ball
the
in the air.
defense has
He's going to
them
make a
backed
tough
into
catch
the
in
corner.
traffic.
What
That's
a
really what I mean by
spot to
play
be in from
strong.
here.
So, that's it. So, I have 3 cons, and
Carr's got it in the gun.
I guess they're all a little minor. Like, they're not things that are like
Has the catch.
functional, I guess. And
Anytime
stuff
you
that
give a quarterback
it's going to be hard to
time,
fix.
he's gonna get
It's all
comfortable,
stuff
get
that's
his feet
pretty
under
simple.
him, be relaxed, and he is gonna make
So
the
first,
perfect throw down the field. Easy
penalties.
completion that
He
time
had
for the
a
quarterback.
lot of holding
First
penalties
down
in
at the
Arkansas.
20.
I think he had,
Over the middle.
it was mostly in pass
Incomplete
blocking. I
that
don't know exactly
time.
how many. But he needs to be,
Quarterbacks love
I
see
guess,
receiver,
a more
have this
competent
type of
pass
play. Even
blocker.
though he doesn't make the catch,
He got a lot of holding penalties in
and he's given
Arkansas
everything
in
he
pass
has to
blocking.
make that catch.
So he just has to have better footwork when he's
Second and
blocking,
10.
especially the
He's gonna
pass.
secure the handoff. And Matthews is all over
Next,
that
he has to be
offense
a
and
better
brings
red
him
zone
down.
target.
Now,
9
looking at
touchdowns
third down.
career isn't, eye-popping numbers. I think he had 3 this season, which again says a lot about some of the other tight ends in this year's draft class.
And he's going to be
When he
tackled.
was voted
It's
as the
going to bring us
Mackey
to
winner
fourth
for the
down.
best tight end in the
Packers,
country,
one timeout
when he only
remaining.
had
The
3
Raiders are
touchdowns.
going to have to punt.
Again, that's not the only contributing factor, but it's a pretty big one in my mind. So he has to use his size and body build and his aggressiveness better in the red zone.
Cobb, he'll run back this punt. And
So,
tackle down at the
that's really it for that.
43-yard line.
And
That return
last,
good for
he
about 11.
has
The
to,
Packers offense
drum roll
run, but I
please,
guess you
because
could
this
say
one's
that's
pretty
been the
much
story for
become
both
a
sides here late in the first half.
running
Wow,
theme
that's
in
an
my
understatement. This has just
receiver
been
videos.
awful football.
He
It's
needs to
been
be a
boring.
bit better of a route runner,
How do you have a score?
meaning he
This
just has
game,
to
0-0.
run tighter routes. He's a little upright when he's
Neither
running
offense able to pull
those
away in
routes,
the first half.
so
That
he
saw
just needs
two
to get lower
defenses
and use his
matching
hips
each
more
other
to
step
break
for step.
into his
Larry
route.
Ridley coming up next to break
And other than
this
that, though,
first half.
solid route runner, solid overall player. And I have him projected as
Just past the 20, we'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
excuse me, a mid to late first rounder. And I have one team above that, like, kind of middle ground kind of deal. I have one team, if they really want to take a shot at a tight end early. I'll get to in just a second. But the reason I have him, rated where he is, I think the teams in, like, the first half of the draft up till 16-ish, I'll say, there's only maybe one team that really needs a tight end, as they just lost a tight end in free agency, so they need a guy. So let's get into it. The team I was talking about is the Chicago Bears. They just lost Martellus Bennett, so they need a tight end. If no one is on the board that they really like, they could take a shot at Hunter Henry at 12. Or not 12, 11, I believe. I doubt it. They have much more glaring needs on defense. And doubt it. But again, he's there because they have a need, and Chicago could just take the shot for the offensive player. The best tight end in this class by far. And again, they just lost a really good receiving tight end in Martellus Bennett. Martellus Bennett's kind of the same line. He's a good blocker and he's a good receiver. So they can basically replace him with a better version, in my mind.
Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense?
Next, I have the Jets.
I think they're going to have a good drive right
The Jets are definitely a landing spot. They need a tight end. I can't even think of who their tight end is right now, so that should tell you something, right? So,
and that pass is just thrown
oh
away.
man, who is their tight end?
Well, that time the quarterback, nobody open as he drops back.
Yeah, I have no clue who their tight end is. But, again, draft a tight end, give whoever is going to start a quarterback a big target, one who's going to make aggressive plays, and he's just going to, I picked a terrible time to say aggressive plays as I throw an interception right to the guy behind him. Man, I said it was terrible at Madden. So, again, the Jets could, whoever's going to start a quarterback for them, be it Bryce Petty, if they draft someone in a mid-round that they have to start, or it be Ryan Fitzpatrick. It'd be nice to get someone, a running back, a tight end, another receiver on that team besides maybe Brandon Marshall that they can trust. Again, Henry, hyper athletic, he's a good blocker. I think if any coach is going to fall in love with him, it'd probably be Todd Bowles or Bowles. He seems like the kind of guy who'd value a tight end like Hunter Henry.
Now 1st and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw.
Excuse me. Next team I have is Houston. They have two good tight ends, not really great, in Griffin and Ryan Griffin and I don't even think the other guy's on the team anymore, so I'll just go with Ryan Griffin. They have one tight end now. Again, they can go for an athlete who can make plays, give Brock Osweiler a target. I still think they'd probably go wide receiver over tight end.
We're starting quarter number 4, and these offenses have
if they're going to go anywhere
so far,
with that first-round pick at this point.
One play can change everything.
But
I really take
it's all about
the fact of being called me an old quarterback. I'm really not that old. I feel pretty good.
I think that Houston will take a pass on him.
You're right. One play. That's all you're looking for on the offensive side. Can you get that one play and make it? And that might be the difference in winning and losing.
Pittsburgh just signed Ladarius Green, but I doubt they take a high-round tight end. But if there's no guys on the defensive side of the ball that they like, if Eli Apple, if they really fall in love with him, or Mackenzie Alexander, or any of those defensive backs that they really like, potentially, hopefully they got the defensive back. I'll be a little salty if they don't. But if none of those guys are there, if they don't fall in love with anyone in particular that can warrant a first-round pick, they could. I think if he's there, get the best player available, line him up with another hyper-athletic tight end in Ladarius Green, fast tight end, who has really good size. So, again, my ankle's itchy, sorry. Again, line him up with another, athletic tight end who can make plays with his legs and with his hands in it. And even the blocking game, I think Ladarius Green just needs to improve as a blocker. Next team I have is the Green Bay Packers. They need weapons for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they fell apart this year without Jordy Nelson. I still think it was a bit more of a bigger problem than just not having your number one receiver. Because they're definitely capable guys on that roster. I mean, they showed it all year. And some of those guys are capable.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
So again, I think there's bigger issues on this Packer team, but I'm not going to get into that. So I think they could take a tight end, give Rodgers another target, and get a true starter at tight end. I don't think that Richard Rodgers is a true starter. I think he's kind of a placeholder guy. They can get a very athletic, very good tight end who can start on their team for quite a while and can make plays in the blocking game and with his hands.
And now the defense, go out there and do your job.
The Packers come to the line of scrimmage with 2
tired.
timeouts to play with. Now on
Next team
down,
I have is Arizona. I think they're going to be starting Jermaine Gresham this year, so definitely need a tight end. Gresham's not the player he was in Cincinnati for like 2 years. Where Gresham was really good, I thought. I thought Gresham was pretty darn good in Cincinnati. So I think Zona, if he's available, will take the best player there. I think Zona doesn't really have too many needs in my mind. I think they were a very well-rounded team. They just ran into a steamroller known as the Carolina Panthers. Next team, last team, Denver Broncos. They lost Owen Daniels. I don't even know if they have a tight end in their roster right now. But again, they have a bigger need in tight end. I mean, in quarterback. So they could just take a pass on the tight end and just say screw it and reach. And I say reach at a quarterback at the bottom of the first. If Paxton Lynch is there, definitely take him over Henry and let Henry drop into the second round, which I doubt he will. But I say that with the 28th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers will select Hunter Henry, tight end. The reason Aaron Rodgers needs as much help as he can get. He's their moneymaker. He's the guy that's going to win them games. And although I think that he's a little bit overhyped in Aaron Rodgers, I think he's still a solid quarterback. And he's going to be the guy that wins them games. They also need help on defense, but I still think that their offense is their number one priority. Getting Aaron Rodgers guys that can not only block, but can make plays in the passing attack. And that's what they need. So, overall, that's it. I think he will go number 28. The Green Bay Packers. Let's just finish up this game. Why don't we?
Absolutely in desperate need.
Oh yes, and up next, Nick Vanett. I'm not doing Hooper or Hopper from Stanford. I don't really care about the tight ends this year. I just like Vanett because he's a mid-round guy. And I like Brent Acker, whatever his name is, from Harvard, because he's a Harvard player. Might be a little difficult to find film on him, though, so we'll see. So, expect Nick Vanett tomorrow. Bro, come on, how's that bounce right off your helmet? That is just a disappointment.
Phil, it's 3rd down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense
might just
knows
record
that.
a little bit of my next series today. It's going to be a surprise. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it about 5 or 6 times if you watch my other videos. Start it, get a little bit ahead of it so I can, have it on standby if I need it.
Almost picked off that time.
Be on the lookout for that. Probably on the 1st. This will probably be going up on the 31st, so expect it tomorrow. But I might record a couple parts of that today so I can have them on standby. All right. Moment of truth. All right. So, again, just to recap a little, I really like Hunter Henry. Definitely the best tight end in this draft. I think that the need for tight end isn't as high as it really should be. The first half of the draft doesn't need a tight end, except for maybe Chicago. So I think he'll fall. He'll probably end up going at the very end, and I say Green Bay Packers will select him at 28. If you have a different opinion, please leave it in the comments. This is J-Wax, signing off.